Today's video is full of information you're going to want to retain. What's new, pussycat? Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. My name is Emma Cownley. I'm a freelance copywriter and blogger. And today I'm going to be telling you all about the wonderful world of retainers, why you need them, what are they, why they're so good, and most importantly, how to fandangle one for yourself, or even a few, probably a few. How to get a few. Just before I start, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel. You have no idea how much of a difference it makes to the success of these videos and to the channel overall, just when you just click that little button. So if you could go ahead and do that right now, I can wait. We done? Amazing. Let's get into retainers. What is a retainer? A retainer is a contract you have with a client for recurring work every single month or for a set period of time. So for example, I have retainers with clients where they say they want a monthly content plan and X amount of blog posts every single month, or they put in a retainer for a specific amount of hours with you every single month that they can then use for anything they want, for example. Why the hell do we want retainers? That's a good question, but it's also not a very good question because the answer is just so incredibly obvious, and that is because retainers give you a set amount of revenue and a set amount of work every single month or for a period of time. I'm just going to be using month as the example in this video just because that's how I use retainers, month on month. I think other people do use them for different periods of time. I'm going to use a month, okay? So I'm just going to keep saying the word month. Soz. So, when you build your business using retainers as the foundation, you know that every month you are not starting from zero. That means come first of the month, I'm not scrabbling around thinking, fuck, I have a revenue target that I need to hit this month in order to live and survive. Oh, fuck. That might be a ghost or it might be my cat. Hello? So I'm not scrabbling around at the beginning of every month thinking, fuck, right, we're right back to zero. I need to get this many jobs and this much revenue by the end of the month or I'm fucked. Nobody wants to live that way. Nobody wants to work that way. It's too much pressure. It's not fun. And it's not why we went freelance. So by having a certain number of retainers every month to make up a foundation of your income and a foundation of your work, it takes some of the pressure off and leaves you free to work on ad hoc projects that might come in, or to pitch for fun things, or do other little projects. And just, it's nice to have a little bit of free time or time that is going spare to use for those things, but also have some set aside for your retained work. Also, it helps you plan your time a lot more effectively. If you know you need to hit this amount of work for the month, you're going to plan your days and plan your month in a really nice structured way. You're going to know exactly how the month and the weeks are looking for you, and if somebody pops in and says, oh, do you have time to do this? You can just have a little look and say, yep, I've got time. Or, sorry love, I'm all booked out for the month. Come back next month. Meow, meow, meow. By the way, if you're new here, the plan with the cat is just ignore. I think it's going to work. It also helps you understand whether or not you are going to need to scare up extra work or whether or not you're comfortable for the month. It means that you can plan long term with regard to revenue and business development. And it's a really great way to plan and structure your business. You can do whatever you want at the end of the day. I'm just a woman on YouTube. Am I making any sense? It's very early, I don't know. So now we know what a retainer is and why it's so good. How the fuck are we going to get a retainer? Because it sounds like a magical kind of freelancer cure-all at the moment, and that's because it is. But the good news is they're not so hard to get. They just sound like they're going to be hard to get, but they're not hard to get. And I know because I've got them, and if I can get them, you can fucking get them. Anything I can do, you can do better. Story of my life, mate. So the pure and simple rule to getting retained work with a client is to cold pitch a client who has a recurring requirement for your services. Sounds easy, is easy. So you'd go out, you'd find somebody that works within an industry that interests you, the cultural fit seems right, you can identify key areas based on their website and all the homework and research that you're doing that shows that they are going to have a recurring need for your services. You go in there with your pitch in your cold email and say, I could be doing this for you every single month. Here's how much it would be, blah, 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 blah. What do you say? Your place or mine? You could also kind of go in with a cold pitch and offer to help them, and then, for example, say they take you up on a couple of jobs. You're then free to upsell your services to them and say, well, hey, if you're asking for, this many blog posts a month, why don't I just come on board and do you a content plan every month? We can do the images, I can do the SEO perhaps, I can do a content audit, upsell your services, make yourself really valuable to them, make yourself a valuable member of their team, somebody that they can come to, that they can count on. Offer to take extra things off of their hands. For example, I know a great many small businesses that love the idea of a blog and they love the idea of social media, but they don't love the idea of having to write it or do any of that work. They just know they should have it. They don't really know why, and they don't quite understand exactly how much work goes into something like that until they're doing it and they realise, well, we started now and we have to carry on, but we fucking hate our lives. So what I like to do is come in and say, hey, I could take this over for you. Just hand it over to me. I'll take care of it for you. No need to worry your pretty little head about it, babe. Why is the cat gone crazy right now as soon as I start filming? What the fuck? What happens if, for example, you get brought in to revamp system and triggered emails for a client and they say, oh, we just need these kind of redone, bring them back into line with our new branding, for example. And that would be great if you could do that. Well, maybe after working on that for a little while, you say, hey, you're probably going to want to send a monthly newsletter or something. Why don't I write that for you? I already know how your emails work and your brand tone of voice. Perhaps I could take that over and help you out. Perhaps I could write your promotional and marketing emails. We've already got a relationship. Fucking upsell yourself, mate. Make yourself really valuable and they're more likely to bring you on for a long-term contract. Basically, anything you can do to make their lives easier, you're going to want to upsell that or go in with the cold pitch and make it seem like you're a great person to have as a backup resource. So they want to rely on you every single month to take that over. And also, it's just really nice. It's nice to work with a regular team. I get excited by new jobs, but ultimately I'm a creature of habit and I really like people that I know. So it's nice to have a familiar face pop into my inbox or on a Zoom call or whatever and just think, oh, hey Sarah, how's it going? How's the kids? Are you watching Great British Bake Off? All that good shit. I love that. I love a retainer. I hope this video has made sense. I hope that you found it useful and or enjoyable. I'll link some resources for you below as always, and I will include my video on how to do cold pitch email subject lines, and how to find clients. Bitch, I got you covered. Go down there in the description box. You'll find all sorts. I promise you. I'll never leave you hanging. Got any questions? You can leave a comment below, or you can find me on Twitter at EJCownley and I'll chat with you there. Apart from that, mate, I think we're done here. So I guess I'll see you back. See you back here, same time, same place in 2 weeks for more Kiss My A's. Take care and peace out. What are you doing? Owen! What are you doing? What do I hear you? Huh? Are you trashing the place? I think that you might be, and I'm not pleased. I'll be honest.